Okay, so let us start with now next topic in Indian polity, and that is what are the most important parts in Indian constitution. You know, Indian constitution is a very lengthy document, and a lot of articles, lot of schedule, lot of parts. So one thing we need to prepare for exam is which are the most important part, or usme that part is related to what are the most important schedules, what are the most important articles, and what are the most important amendment. These four things we need to prepare. So gradually we will move. So what are the most important parts that I'm going to discuss in this particular video with you? You know, Constitution of India presently has 448 articles which are divided into 25 parts, and we have 12 schedules and more than 100. That means there are 104 amendments. This data we need to keep. So how many articles? 448. How many parts? 25 parts. How many schedule? 12 schedule. How many amendments have already been taken place? Have taken, that is more than 100. Now, it is the world's lengthiest written constitution and has it was having 395 articles and 22 parts and 8 schedule at the time of commencement. Can you tell me what is the date of commencement? Commencement date is 26 January 1950 when it came into force. That is called commencement date. So at commencement date, this was the situation. These many articles, these many parts, these many schedules, and now this is the situation. You understand? And commencement पे amendment तो कोई था नहीं, तो तब से लेके अभी तक we have in 70 years how many amendments? 100 amendments we have done in the constitution. That is changes. Who can do amendment? Parliament can do amendment. Now I go with one list of important parts which we have to remember, and also these parts and related articles are also given. That is up to you to just see this or not, but articles, important articles, I'm going to discuss separately. Now what are the most important part? First very part is union and its territories. You see, India is a union. India is not a federation, though actually India is a federation, but the word mentioned that is India is a union of states. And union and its territory. What are the territories? That entire detail thing is mentioned in the very first part. Second part is citizenship. And you remember that citizenship was something which came into force on 26th November itself. So citizenship thing comes into force on 26th November itself, 1949. So there were some articles which came into force on 26th November itself, and there were some articles which came into force on 26th January. So this was which came into force on 26th November itself. Third part is related to fundamental right. Fourth part is related to directive principle of state policies, and this was added later. Can you tell me which year it was added and which was the amendment? So 42nd amendment 1976, Indira Gandhi government emergency, fundamental duties were incorporated by Swarn Singh committee recommendation. 10 fundamental duties were added and article was 51A. So certain articles, you know, you should keep in your mind. 12 to 35 is fundamental right. Article 14, 15, 16, they are very, very important. We are going to discuss fundamental right in detail. So these are important, you know, these are important. 6 is union government and 6 is state government. So first is kya? Union and its territories. Second kya? Citizenship. Third क्या है? Fundamental right. Fourth क्या है? Directive principle of state policy. Fourth A क्या है? That is sir fundamental duty, बाद में ऐड हुआ था. Fifth क्या है? Union government. Union government में क्या आते हैं? Executive. Executive में क्या आता है? Council of Minister, Prime Minister, ये executive होते हैं. Parliament, you know, पार्लियामेंट कम्स चैप्टर 2. यूनियन गवर्नमेंट में पार्लियामेंट दिल्ली में. लेजिस्लेटिव पावर्स ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट, यूनियन जुडिशरी, कंट्रोलर एंड ऑडिटर जनरल, दिस एवरीथिंग. So these things are not important in the sense that which article they come, that I will discuss later on. I will discuss with you that Comptroller and Auditor General CAG is article 148, that I will discuss later on. So as of now sir, याद क्या करना है? फर्स्ट पार्ट क्या है, यूनियन एंड इट्स टेरिटरी, सेकंड पार्ट क्या है, सिटीजनशिप, थर्ड पार्ट क्या है, फंडामेंटल राइट, फोर्थ पार्ट क्या है, डीपीएसपी, फोर्थ ए क्या है, फंडामेंटल ड्यूटी, कब ऐड हुआ था, 42nd अमेंडमेंट एक्ट के थ्रू ऐड हुआ था, सोलन सिंह कमेटी रिकमेंडेशन। फिफ्थ क्या है, यूनियन गवर्नमेंट, सिक्स्थ क्या है, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट। सो वट एवर इज फॉर द यूनियन गवर्नमेंट, सेम इज फॉर द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. Here we talk about the president, and here we talk about the governor. Here we talk about the Supreme Court. Here we will talk about next May High Court, something like that. Then what are the other important parts? I'll not say these are then important parts. Then maybe panchayat and municipality he can ask you. Panchayat and municipality. This is a third tier of democracy. First is parliament, state legislative assemblies, and then panchayati raj, third tier of government. So panchayati raj mein panchayat and municipalities 9 and 9A, they come in those parts. That is how it is. Schedule and scheduled tribe area, that is the 10th part. 11th part is relation between union and states. Relation between union and states come under 11th part. Finance, property, contract, suits, that everything comes 12th part. Not important. Center and state relations are important. Center और state relations के बीच में कैसे relation होते हैं? What is the relation between parliament and legislative assemblies of the state? So this one is important. Not very important. Not very important. Not very important. And even if you avoid it, it's okay. Normally questions will not come unless until you are a student of political science and PubAd and you are going for IAS exam, or otherwise you are going for IAS exam. I'll discuss with you, but for other exams it may not be important. Tribunal, yes. Why tribunal is important? I'm going to discuss with you that dedicated article was introduced. Tribunal is quasi-judicial bodies, you know, they are created for some particular purpose, like Central Administrative Tribunal, River Water Dispute Tribunal, something like that. So they were added through some amendment. That is important. Elections, yes, important. Election Commission of India. I'm going to tell you, Election Commission come under Article 324. That is important. So this election is important. 15. Not important. Official languages, yes. Part 17. Official languages. So what can be the official language? Language of union. What are the language of central government union, language of Supreme Court, High Court? This everything comes under this part. Emergency provision, yes, 18, very important. So Article 352, 356, 365, 370, sorry, 360, they're very important. They're important emergency provision. Amendment to Constitution, 20, important. Right, these are important parts. So what I told you, important parts, these all 4A, 5, 6. After that, 9, 9A. After that, relation between center and union. After that, I told you tribunals, elections, emergency provisions, amendment. These are some important parts which we need to remember. Now, this is nothing but when amendment was done. 7th Amendment introduced, part 7 में some certain things were deleted. Part 4A, fundamental duty. 14A, what is 14A? This tribunal. And what is 4A? We have already discussed 4A is nothing but fundamental duties. So fundamental duties and tribunals were added through 42nd Amendment Act 1976. As I told you, this 42nd Amendment Act 76 was very, very important. Fundamental duties and tribunals both were added through this. As far as the parts are concerned, this is related to that. 74th Amendment Act is also very important, related to Panchayati Raj and all. That also I'm going to discuss with you later on what is there. Now this is my take. So whatever you have to remember in these parts is this. This is all you need to remember, memorize in the parts. So which parts are important, sir? Part 1. What it talks about? Union and its territories. Then citizenship. Then fundamental right. Then DPSP. Then fundamental duties. Then union government, state government, panchayat, municipalities, schedule and tribal areas, center-state relation, tribunal, election, official language, emergency provision, constitutional amendment. So if you remember these many parts, I think you have done your job. So only these many parts you need to memorize. Similarly, I'm going to give you what are the most important articles, what are the most important amendments, what are the most important schedule. That is all you need to memorize for your exam. Okay, what are the important points? You need to know there are 6 fundamental rights and 11 fundamental duties as of now. Fundamental right of property is no more fundamental right, and 11th fundamental duties now recently added. Fundamental duties were added by 42nd Amendment Act, you know, by this committee. Emergency provisions are taken from German, and 3 emergency provision you need to remember. Article 360 is financial emergency, 356 is state emergency, and whenever you study 356, you study 365 related to this. 356, 365 is the same thing. ये जो आपका प्रेसिडेंट रूल स्टेट के अंदर लग जाता है, तो सेंटर स्टेट के अंदर जब प्रेसिडेंट रूल लगा देता है, दिस इज स्टेट इमरजेंसी. 360 फाइनेंशियल इमरजेंसी कभी लगी नहीं है कंट्री के अंदर, ये तो बहुत बार लगा है. 352 आई थिंक 3-4 बार लगा है, मैं डिस्कस करूंगा. नेशनल इमरजेंसी इंदिरा गांधी ने लगाई, वॉर के टाइम पे लगी, समथिंग लाइक दैट. 352 amendment to the constitution by parliament is mentioned under article 368. Very important. Right to property was one of the fundamental rights at the commencement. Article 31 tha. Article 31 was right to property. 7 fundamental rights were there at the time of commencement. 26 January 1950 को 7 fundamental rights were there. Right to property was also fundamental right. कि आपकी कोई प्रॉपर्टी लेता है तो you can knock the doors of Supreme Court directly. फिर लेकिन गवर्नमेंट को प्रॉपर्टी करनी थी, लोगों की प्रॉपर्टी एक्वायर करनी थी, एंड देन इट वाज रिमूव्ड. इट वाज नॉट नाउ, इट इज नो मोर नाउ फंडामेंटल राइट, इट इज नाउ the legal right. Article 300A. So proper right to property now is a legal right, not a fundamental right. Earlier it was under Article 31, now it is 300A. So 300A means it is added through amendment now. Which amendment? 44th Amendment Act 1978 removed the right to property from list of fundamental right. So now it is no more the fundamental right, it is a legal right now, right to property. Okay, so I think now we have understood a little bit about what are the most important parts in the constitution which we need to go through, which we need to revise. They are the most important parts. Just revise that. Similar way I'm going to give you most important schedule, most important articles, most important amendments. Just revise that, and important topic this is because exam mein there's a question from this part which is asked.